We've been told a simple story that before Christopher Columbus, America was empty, peaceful, untouched. But what if I told you this land once saw cannibalism, human sacrifice, and dark traditions? Would you believe it or not? Stay with me till the end, because the story is going to be darker. 1. Power, rituals, and human sacrifice. In some civilizations of the Americas, religion and survival were deeply connected. Among the Aztec Empire, rituals involving human sacrifice existed. Captured enemies were sometimes offered during religious ceremonies because they believed the universe required balance to continue. To modern eyes, it feels horrifying, but to them, it wasn't random violence. It was survival of the cosmic order itself, a belief system where fear and faith were tightly connected. 2. Violence was not rare. Across many regions, life was not always peaceful. Resources were fought over, alliances broke and reformed constantly. Entire settlements could disappear after conflict, not because of empires or invasions alone, but because survival itself was unstable. This was not one united world. It was hundreds of competing worlds, living side by side. 3. Power, captives, and forced labor. Another uncomfortable truth of forms of captivity and forced labor already existed in some societies. War captives were sometimes absorbed into tribes or forced into service under those who captured them. It was not identical to later systems brought by Europeans, but it shows something important. Power and domination were already part of human life here, long before contact with the outside world. 4. A world without stability. There were no modern governments, no global protection, no guaranteed safety. Nature itself could decide survival. Droughts, cold, famine, and human conflict only added to the uncertainty. Strength often meant survival. Weakness often meant disappearance. This was a world constantly in motion, never fully at peace. In 1492, Christopher Columbus reached the Americas. What followed was not just exploration, but a collision of two completely different worlds. Within decades, war, conquest, and disease reshaped the continent forever. And according to accounts from figures like Bartolomé de las Casas, indigenous populations suffered extreme brutality under colonization. But the deadliest force wasn't always visible. It was disease, spreading through populations with no immunity. Entire communities collapsed within a single generation. If you want more hidden truths from history most people never talk about, subscribe now and tell me in the comments, was Columbus the beginning of discovery or the beginning of destruction? Because the next story might be even darker than this one.